This is another live broadcast, brothers. This is unplanned, unscripted. This is raw. Where y'all at? What's going on? What's going on? It's Wednesday night. It is Wednesday night. I did not plan this. I did not plan this, brothers. Did not plan this. But I'm gonna tell you this. This is not going to be the last time that I do this. Unscripted, unfiltered, unplanned. Y'all see the title. Y'all know what it is. This is the Detox broadcast. This is the Detox broadcast. We are raw. We are raw. Hey, what's going on? CH464 NG Progressive. Hey, hey, hey. I see you, brothers. I see you, brothers. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. What's going on, James? James Cole. Can you see me? Fix the lighting. I got it. What's going on, BK for the Rockets? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, brothers? What's going on? What's going on? This is midweek. This is Wednesday night. It is December the 9th, 2020. My clock says it's 5:49 p.m. It's too dark. You can't see me. Y'all can't see me. Hold on. Let's see if I can get some. We're gonna get some light up in here, brothers. We're gonna get some light. We're gonna get some light up in here. What's going on? What's happening, brothers? How about that? Let me get this out the way. Whoa. That might be a little bit too much right there. What's good? What's good? The doctor's order is in the house. What's going on? We're gonna do it. we are building this airplane while we fly, brothers. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, brothers? What's going on? Good to see you guys. Listen. Leroy Honeycutt. There we go. Hey, I see you, Leroy. I see you, brother. I see you, brother. I see you, brother. I see you. What's going on? What's going on? Brothers, y'all know a lot's been going on, man. A lot's been going on this week in these social media streets. You know what it is, brothers. You know what it is. Twitter and Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. Yes, YouTube and everything, brothers. Everything is on fire. Everything is on fire. It's on fire. Social media has experienced a major earthquake. Social media has experienced a major black male earthquake. And what do I mean by that, brothers? You know what, brothers? When black men speak in a raw and uncensored fashion, when black men are indifferent to feelings, when black men, I see you, Kwam, when black men decide to say what they think, and when black men decide to risk it all in public, yes, it causes tremors. It causes the earth to convulge. Yes, sir. And we have seen that this week. Y'all know what it is. I don't have to tell y'all about the details of it, but it's a very good thing, brothers, when we talk in a very, very direct way to the world. And we see the response, brothers. We see the response to black men who do not hold back their tongues. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But what I want to do with us, brothers, and I'm glad that you all are here. I want to talk about Detoxing. I've talked about this in my prior videos, and this is connected to my last stream, and we're building on it. Everything that you get from me in this place, Black Male Independence, Black Male Agency, what you get from this space is something that that evolves, that grows. We're building, we're building, we're building, we're building. And brothers, it is clear to me. It is clear to me, and I know it's clear to you, brothers, and I've said this before, and I continue to say it again, that we need to purge. We need to emancipate ourselves. We need to renounce aspects of our culture, aspects of our socialization, aspects of how we have come into being as men in this society, this North American society, this wilderness for Black men, how we were raised, the fact that we had no control over our circumstances, we had no control over who our parents were, we had no control over the environments that we were born into. We had no control over how our lives were shaped from the time we left our mother's womb, all right, up until the time we became adults. Some of us, we left home when we were 16. There are some who left home when we were 17 and 18. Others left home much later, 22, 25, or whatever, okay? But before we became full-blown adults, we came into this world having inherited a whole lot of stuff. And brothers, we need to continue to work on detoxing those things that we've inherited that no longer help us. And in fact, if we're honest with ourselves, they didn't help us as we inherited them. And the Black male in particular, who was raised in North American society, has an imperative, has a demand to detox and purge much of what he has come into. And I've talked about it. I've talked about the matriarchy of failure, failed socialization, being raised without constructive men in our lives. Many of us being raised exclusively by women. Okay. I'll be a little bit of balance with the women. Okay. All right. Not all of them had bad intentions. A lot of them didn't know what they were doing. They thought they knew what they were doing, but they didn't know what they were doing. And we were raised in a fashion that did not adequately equip us for what we encountered once we became adults. Once we entered into the world of economics, once we dealt with the world of law, once we dealt with the world of politics, once we dealt with the world of human relations, white society, other cultures, and the like, that were completely different from what we came out of. And many of us, we had to figure it out. We had to figure things out. Many Black males had to raise themselves. What's going on, brothers? Many Black men, young Black men, have had to raise themselves and teach themselves, have to learn from other Black males who were similarly raised. Our relationships with women, our mothers, our sisters and aunts, hell, our girlfriends, our wives, our concubines, our mistresses, whatever you want to call them, our relationships with women were tinged and shaped by all of those things. And brothers, what we have to do is continue the work of detoxing. And it is clear, brother, after this week, after all the stuff that we have seen this week, in terms of how Black women, how Black society, all right, responded, okay, to a Black man who asserted high levels of standards, all right, within a Black context. We saw the reaction to that, which means, brothers, that we have to purge ourselves of those counterproductive behaviors, those counterproductive things, those counterproductive associations that has kept us from going forward. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have to detox, brothers. Detox. And what I want y'all to do, brothers, what I really want y'all to do, brothers, I need y'all to look deep within your experiences. In this space, in this sphere, we spend a whole lot of time talking about women, and we spend a whole lot of time talking about relationships. We spend a whole lot of time talking about girlfriends and talking about wives and talking about dates and talking about mating and talking about marriage and all these things. And those things are very, very important. But we got to take this conversation to a completely higher level, a higher level. We have to negotiate. We have to negotiate. We have to negotiate where we're going to go from here on out. You brothers who are in your 20s, you brothers who are in your 30s, you brothers who are in your 40s, and even beyond, where do you go from here? Because here's the deal, brother. Here's the deal, brother. I would never recommend to any black man, never, never, all right, to go completely monk. I don't do that. I'll never recommend to you to go completely monk and to somehow just completely separate yourself from the opposite gender. I'm not going to do that. But what I will say, brothers, is that you need to reimagine your relationships with the opposite sex. Because the fact of the matter is, brothers, is that we live during our lifetimes, the bulk of our relationships, the bulk of our interactions with the world involve this gender, this opposite sex. Most black men, if they're fortunate, can live a life up to 60 or 65 years. And you're going to spend at least 60% of that life experience having to deal with the opposite sex. Okay? As mothers, as sisters, as aunts, and the like. But the crucial aspect, all right, that we have to really, really renegotiate are the relationships that we have with the women that we bring into our personal lives, our girlfriends, our wives, all right, the women who are our intimacies, okay? And we have to detox and reimagine these relationships. And brothers, we have been socialized, we have been conditioned to be the footstools. We have been socialized to be the servants, the pedestals in these, not the pedestals rather, but to be the service dogs in these relationships. That we have been socialized to put our needs, our concerns, our desires and the like, all right, to the side, on the back burner, in service of lifting up and promoting the interests, desires, and concerns of the opposite sex. And brothers, too many of us have wasted too much time. We have wasted too much productive energy in our lives trying to cater to the other side and the other side's fantasies. And we have to renegotiate these relationships. Where you at, brothers? We have to renegotiate these relationships. Yes, brother. BK from the Rockies. Good morning. Good evening. Xavier brothers. I see you, brothers. Yes, we have to renegotiate. We do spend a lot of time. Here's the deal. We spend a lot of time talking about these relationships. And to be honest with you, the reason why we do that is because, we are social animals. We are social creatures. Okay. We human beings, we affiliate, okay? And if you are heterosexual, and if you have natural human desires for the opposite sex, yes, it's only natural that we want to have company. And most of us want company. Most of us want, in an ideal situation, we wanted to have a companion. Hell, under ideal circumstances, we want to have wives. But you and I know that we don't live under ideal circumstances. We know that there is too much in this world in terms of misandry. There is too much in terms of black male disposability. There is too much in terms of predatory behavior towards us that undermines the prospect of us having those ideal relationships. But despite that, we still have these social needs. And what I want to say to you, brothers, is you're going to have to, and all of us, all right, are going to have to come to a place where we are going to have to really discipline ourselves, really set time, set some moments in our lives for us to sit back, to be alone, and think about how we go forward. And when we do come out of that moment, that window of time, once we're in monk mode, once we've left monk mode, and we decide to renegotiate or re-enter into this world, we got to be serious about how we vet. We have to be serious about how we select. We got to be serious about how we deal with the opposite sex. And I'm not just talking about Black women. I'm not just talking about, I see Shop Talk Live. We're not just talking about Black women. We're talking about the women of the world. Okay, all right. Because the stuff that we're dealing with as men, all right, it has an American flavor. It's a Western thing, but it is all over the world. Western culture, the way we experience it, okay, all right, it's been exported everywhere, particularly American version of Western culture. It's been exported all over the world. Okay, so men all over the world, all right, are dealing with the stuff that we're dealing with. They're not dealing with it to the same degree that we're dealing with it, but they're dealing with it too. It's coming in Africa. It's happening in Africa. It's happening in the Caribbean. It's happening in parts of South America. Okay, all right. They have not had the bomb completely dropped on them as we have, but they're dealing with it also. And so we have to renegotiate those relationships. But I want to get back to this other aspect, brothers, is that we spend a lot of time talking about these relationships, but we have to go much further, and we have to talk about the entire economy of our lives, brothers. I'm talking about the entire economy of our lives. We have to talk about the prospects in terms of Black male prospects, in terms of dealing with this new world order, this new monetary system, this new means of exchange for us to flourish in terms of us acquiring resources. The fact that we are global, we are dealing in a global economy, and Black men have to be on the cutting edge. Black men have to be at the forefront of all the change that's happening, all right, in terms of automation. In terms of the entire reset and what technology is currently doing. That's a part of this detox that we have to deal with. And that means, brothers, that we have to abandon these old scripts. We have old scripts of masculinity, old scripts of being that we simply need to discard. Detox. Where you at, brothers? Yes, sir. 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 Young Black men in particular, young Black men. I've talked about the popular culture, and I talked about popular masculinity, the stuff that we grew up on. All right. And the stuff that they're growing up on right now, all this stuff that is detrimental to their development. Okay. All of this underdevelopment, all of this masculinity that exists in the domain of trap, which is tied to street culture, street politics, and all that kind of stuff. All right, that keeps us at a disadvantageous position, and we have to find a way to help young Black men to move beyond that, to help these young Black men to not get caught up in it. Okay, all right. All right. Though society incentivizes it. It is incentivized. All right. So these young Black males who are seduced by street culture, street politics, all right, beyond the fact that they might have been born and raised in conditions of poverty, all right, there is, brothers, there is an incentive. There is a social incentive. There is a cultural incentive for these young Black men to get caught up in these economies. And we have to do what we can within our possibility to divert these young men away from this culture of immediate gratification, this culture of entertainment that only benefits the larger white society, and it only titillates and benefits in a short term way, those young women who are sexually attracted to that world and their lifestyle. We got to move beyond that, brothers. Where y'all at? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Detox, brothers, detox. And part of it, and it goes back to my last broadcast, the last stream I did on Black men having vision and about identifying vision, brothers. And we have to get serious about that in terms of where your life is going to go for the next 10, 20, 30 years. All right. And this is particularly important for you young guys who are listening, you guys who are between the age of 20 and 30, and I even go 20 to 35. Having that vision and how that vision is going to sustain you into the future. And this is important. This is important. And here's the thing, here's the crux of it, brothers. I see you, Ian Williams, what's going on? Michael Miller, what's going on? Let me go through the, let's see who's in the house. Shop Talk Live, I see you, Corey Shaw, Devil's Reject, Ryan James, I see you, brothers. I see all you brothers, man. I see all you brothers. Listen, guys, this is unscripted, man. This is unscripted. I didn't plan this screen. You know, I'm going to do more like this, but I had to get out here, man, because you know, just a lot that we have to cover, and that we have to overcome. We have to transcend, brothers. We have to transcend. Seriously, man, seriously. What we've done over the last 60 years, all right, has to, you know, it has to be renounced. It has to be renounced, all right? All the cultural patterns, all the cultural behaviors that most of us have embraced, all right, in this Black American world, and even the stuff that has been exported all over the world, all right, it does not serve us any purpose. It does not benefit us, okay? The family structures, I have to tell you all, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's the family structures, all right, that we have, all right, which we have very limited control over, all right now, okay? But adult Black men, if enough adult Black men begin to make a shift, all right, over time, we will see, future generations will see a difference. And we need to be concerned about those future. I'm really concerned about the future Black male, the future Black man, the one who's going to come along after me. That's what I'm concerned about. And I'm concerned about doing what I can within my realm of influence to make sure that these future generations have something, some tools, they have some ideas that will help them as they go forward. And detox is a part of it. Detox. Get rid of this culture of failure. Get rid of this culture of failure that exists within Black society, that takes us absolutely nowhere. All right? And to recognize that our lives, I'm going to say this, our lives and the lives of Black women are completely different. We have very different lives. We have very different outcomes. I've said this before, and I will say it over and over and over and again, and you all know that. All right? We are not the same. Our economic circumstances are not the same. Our educational circumstances are not the same. Our outcomes are not the same. We don't think alike. We don't think alike. She wants you to think like her. She wants you to embrace her ideologies. She wants you to be exactly like her. And brothers, that's detrimental. It is detrimental. It is detrimental to us to attempt to continue to accommodate and replicate her fantasies and her ideologies, because they don't work. They don't work for men. All right? They don't work for them. They haven't worked, and they will never work. Your mama, what got your mama over will not get you over. All right? We know that. And we come into this world as men, and we have to deal with the world on different terms as men. And we have to devise our own strategies over and over again in order to identify the best ways for us to thrive. Where y'all at, brothers? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is unscripted, brothers. This is unscripted. This is raw. This is uncensored. This is a stream of consciousness, brothers. There's a lot that we got to talk about, man. But I want to put some stuff into your heads. I want to put some stuff. I want to put some ideas out in the world, brothers. I want to put some ideas out in the world before I wrap things up, because I don't, I really don't, not comfortable with doing a real long live. You know what I mean? Maybe as we develop and evolve on this platform, we'll do that. But right now, we're not gonna extend things out too long. But here's the deal, brother. There are aspects of what we've inherited that we have to discard. And I want y'all to pay close attention to these parts. And this goes back to the male-female dynamic, okay? And this is important because these dynamics impact the entire trajectory of our lives, all right? I want y'all to pay attention to this. So, number one, we have to dismantle the stepdaddy. We have to dismantle the stepdaddy, okay? We have to dismantle this idea, all right, that black men are going to play, all right, social workers, that black men are going to play missionaries, that black men are going to be a one-man charitable organization, all right, where you walk in and you correct, all right, the problems that were created in the life of someone who made bad choices, all right, along her journey. When she was young, when she was 15, when she was 22, when she was 25, hell, when she was 30 years old. All right. And these other kids, the stepdaddy. All right. We have to dismantle the stepdaddy. All right. We have to dismantle that stuff. All that stuff that Tyler Perry puts in his films. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. We got to dismantle all of that. The stepdaddy. Okay. And as we go forward, I'm going to talk more about dismantling the stepdaddy. The other thing, brothers, that we have to dismantle the husband-wife. We have to dismantle the husband-wife. You know the husband-wife is? The husband, that is the man who trades places. That is the man who decides to be the wife, okay, the traditional wife in the relationship. All right. She brings home the bacon. She's the one who pays all the bills, and he is the wife. All right. He is her in many ways kind of a de facto woman. All right. And there are lots of black men who play this role as a de facto wife. All right. So the one big example that we've seen this over the years was Oprah Winfrey. You know Oprah Winfrey and her man, Stedman Graham, all right, the guy that, been attached to her for many years, he played her wife. He is her de facto wife, the husband wife. But you got other guys, all right. You got black men who attach themselves to women who have more than themselves, all right. And they'll sleep and lay up in their households, and those women would treat those men like wives. All right. And these guys never take it upon themselves, okay, to pursue a kind of full-blown masculinity. Yes, we're talking about the hobosexual. That's the term. Thank you, BK from the Rockies. The hobosexual. We got to dismantle the hobosexual. All right. Because the hobosexual, here's the thing. All of this stuff is tied to black male independence and black male agency. The hobosexual, or what I'm calling the husband-wife undermines black male independence, black male agency. And see, the thing about the husband-wife, what it does is it exacerbates the dysfunctional kind of dynamic which exists between black men and black women. All right. We already have a problem where you have women who hold us in contempt. We already have a problem where we have women who think they're superior to us. They think that they are better than us, that they are more educated. They have higher competencies in their minds. Okay. They're more strategic. Okay. They have greater capacity for leadership. Okay. in their minds, all right? But what happens is the homosexual or the husband and wife, when he attaches himself to her, all he does is amplify that psychology. That's all he does is amplify it. And we gotta move beyond that husband wife stuff and tell his black, but you don't enter into no situation where you are a wife and you're playing this role. Okay, all right. We gotta move beyond it. Now, the last thing that we need to dismantle, and I want y'all to hold on to this, brothers. We need to dismantle the husband-son. The husband-son, brothers. We got to dismantle the husband-son. The husband-son. Y'all know the husband-son. You know Kevin Durant. Y'all know Kevin Durant. Y'all know Kevin Durant, right? I don't have to tell y'all, the basketball player, all right? The man, his mama, all right, the mama at every basketball game. You look at TBS or TNT, whatever those channels are, and what happens? That brother, his mother is up in them cameras like she is his wife. She has been interviewed by sports reporters. Robin Roberts once interviewed her, all right, and treated her as though, somehow or another, treated her as though, she is completely responsible for Kevin Durant's success. And the thing about it, if you look at Kevin Durant, and if you look at Kevin Durant's his life in the overall trajectory of how he came into being, that brother had to do a lot by himself. Okay, that brother did not have a lot of help. He had some coaches and all that kind of stuff, but his mama can't take all the credit for who he became to be. But here's the thing. Guys like that, they have mothers, all right, who live vicariously through them, okay? So these are women who have an incestuous relationship with their sons. An incestuous relationship with their sons, brothers. It's incest. She failed. She was unable to secure a long-term relationship with a man. No husband, all right? Her son becomes successful. He becomes a superstar, all right? And she attaches herself to him. She's wedded to him by the hook, and she never lets him go. And he never severs ties. He never completely emancipates himself from the mother. So you got a grown man who's 30 years old, all right, who got his mama up under him all the time, like he is, like she is his woman, okay? And brothers, that is destructive. That is dysfunctional. It undermines agency. He never becomes a full-blown adult because he is in this husband-son relationship, all right? And we got too many stories about that. All right, these young guys who are in sports, but it's beyond sports. The black boys who are in the hood, the black boys who are out there trapping and risking their lives in the underground economy. All right, those guys are in that type of husband-son dynamic. And we got to dismantle this thing. You got to break the ties. And some of you brothers understand, some of you brothers have been caught up in this dynamic of the husband-son. And that's the stuff that we have to discard. We have to detox. We got to renounce that kind of stuff. It's incest, brothers. It is incest. I drop these ideas on you guys because as we go forward, particularly going into 2021, and we talk about black male independence and black male agency, and we talk about visionary black men, visionary black men, VBM, visionary black men are going to have to make some hard decisions about their relationships with these women that impact the total trajectory of their lives. All right, because this stuff has political consequences. This stuff has economic consequences. Yes, sir, Xavier. We're talking about social consequences. All right. And we're going to have to do that. That's the only way to overcome the past. We're talking about in the United States, and I know there are brothers out here. I want to give a shout out to you brothers from the UK, you brothers out here from the Caribbean, you brothers from the continent of Africa who are in brothers from Central America, South America, you brothers from Brazil, all right, who are listening and all that kind of stuff. All right, that's the thing. We have to discard, all right, and renounce these dysfunctional relationships, all right, that don't serve us well in the long term. They benefit, here's the thing, they benefit the gynocracy. They benefit the gynocracy, but they don't benefit black men in the long term. All right, because they're very limited rewards, and it holds you back. They hold black men back. So this is what I mean by detox. We have a lot of work that we have to do, brothers. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Brothers, and I want to thank a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys, you've been hitting the cash app, and y'all like the screen, the stream. Y'all like if you're new to this broadcast for the very first time, okay, like and share and all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it, if you don't like it, hit like or whatever. You know what I mean? If you want to donate to the work, hit the cash app, hit the PayPal or what have you. I want to thank a good number of you guys who have contributed to this stream. All right. And what I'm going to do, because I know a lot of you guys, have avatars and you pride yourself in your anonymity. You all know who you are. So I'm only going to call you by your last name or your first name. So I want to thank Mr. Edwards for all your support. Thank you for your cash app. Thank you, Mr. Burns, for your cash app. Thank you, Mr. Henry. Thank you, Mr. Green, for your support. Thank you, Mr. Norton. Mr. Norton, thank you for your support. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Thank you, Charles, for your support. Thank you, Mr. Eugene, for your support. Okay. I want to thank all you brothers for all your support. Mr. Lanier, I want to thank you for your support. Mr. Forbes, I want to thank you for your support. All right. Mr. Evans, I want to thank you for your support. All you brothers who are supporting this work right here. All right. This platform. Here's the thing. We are detoxing. We are re-engineering. Here's the thing, brothers. We are re-engineering black men. We are re-engineering young black men. We are re-engineering black male youth. We are re-engineering black men, older black men. All right, it doesn't matter if you guys who are over 45, you guys who are in your 50s. All right. This is for everybody, bro. All right. People. I mean, the beautiful thing about life is that we are ever evolving, we're ever growing, and what have you, and we're always responding to the times, bro. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of where we are in any particular stage, and that nothing is completely fixed in us. Okay. All right. So that's what we're doing. We are re-engineering. We are empowering all the brothers. Shout out to BGS Emmore, who is in the house. Shout out to all you guys. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing and have supported to this platform. This is Unscripted again, brothers. This is Unscripted. This is my stream of consciousness. I had to get on here again because of all the stuff that's been going on over the last week. Okay. Mr. Kevin Kelly, we had that last week, and then we had Kevin Samuels. All right. And there are more things that are emerging. And what is happening is that we're seeing dramatic examples, instances of black male independence and black male agency. We are seeing dramatic examples of that. We are seeing examples of VBM. This is the new one. This is the new acronym, Visionary Black Men. We're seeing examples of visionary black men. Ian Williams, I see Ian Williams wants to know, do I have any books that I'm going to recommend to prepare for the future? I will. In the future, I'm going to prepare. I'm going to talk about books. So be on lookout for that. And yes, I have my book is out. Y'all can go to Amazon. Democracy in 21st Century America, Race, Class, Religion, and Region. But we're gonna talk more about the kind of books that we're going to need to go forward. Some of the older writers, Black men who have written stuff, Black men whose legacies have been, forgotten. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, brothers, there are so many Black scholars that have benefited me, Black scholars and even non-Black scholars, but Black scholars in particular who we don't talk about, who need to be talked about today, okay, who are helpful for what we're trying to do in terms of re-engineering the existence of Black men in the United States and Black men by extension all over the world. So you brothers in the Caribbean, you brothers from Africa, I want you guys to know, and you brothers from Brazil and other places, I want you to know that you are part of this brotherhood also, all right? Because y'all catching hell in different ways in your context. You brothers in the UK, y'all deal with the same type of culture that we're dealing with. You brothers who are in South Africa, y'all dealing with the same type of culture that we're dealing with, okay? And we are re-engineering and we are reshaping the Afro-American male imagination. We are detoxing, brothers. We are detoxing. That's what we're doing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, listen, brothers. Force Window, I see you. Force Window, I see you. We're moving. NG Giant, Sheeps, stay sleep. I see you. Jedi Cred, we got you. We got you. We got you. All you brothers, I appreciate you guys tuning in on this stream. I appreciate you're listening, and we're gonna do more planned streams, and I got more videos. I'm gonna get back to the videos shortly and everything. So you all be on lookout to that. Share this information, brothers. Bring more brothers into the fold. I appreciate you listening, and I'm gonna check out, and I will talk to you brothers real soon. Peace out.